chocolate Tommy Atkins, number 6971, and I've got ambulance nurse. And they've survived intact.
That's right, yes.
And where did you get them from?
My late godmother, she died in September, and I've been clearing her house out.
Right.
And I've been told they're about 1920s.
Well, they're made by Pascal's, London, and I have seen one or two of these before, but never in complete condition. Now, I mean, this is very unusual survival, really. If you were patriotic in the First World War, you would have bought these chocolates in support of the troops. And the chocolate's discoloured the crepe paper a bit, but it's essentially all there. What you don't want to do is to come out on a very hot day.
That's right. Look, it's a bit cooler today.
No, and I wouldn't recommend eating them either. And just bits of fun, really. What would somebody pay in a sale for them? Probably somebody would pay for the two £50 to £100, something like that.
Right. Okay.
But good fun, though.
Yes, that's right.
During the war, which was, of course, before your time, they used to have war weapons weeks and Battle of Britain weeks and one thing and another. And these used to be set up as an inspiration in the local village shop window.
Are you a soldier collector?
No, my father was, and I've inherited them.
Right, and were these things that he collected, or were they things he owned as a child?
He owned them as a child.
Were you allowed to play with them?
Only on very rare occasions, in the lounge, on the carpet.
Right.
Under supervision.
Because the reason I ask is it's extremely unusual to find the things in such good condition, and with the original boxes as well. I particularly like this set here. A lot of the soldiers you brought in are by William Britton, and this is a lovely early set. This is the military field hospital, and the little patients are like, they look almost as though they're sunbathing with their hands behind their heads and they're sort of bandaged. They all look rather cheerful, but it might be because they're being helped by all these little nurses here. This would have been made for the Boer War. This is pre-1914-18 war.
That's what I wanted to know.
But I notice you've got a few extras that have crept in. They're actually station porters, and your father's obviously added to it, and he's painted little crosses on their armbands and things. He mustn't have thought they had enough medicine, so that's quite sweet. This particular set here would be, it's a reasonably common one, but this is in nice condition. This would, at auction, be around £200 or so. This other set you have is extraordinary because it's just so large, and again, you've got this wonderful original box. And this is a little bit earlier, this is late 19th century. And although it's got this big London trade label on it, I think actually the soldiers are probably by a company called Heidi of Germany. They've got tin plate saddle cloths, they're beautiful, beautiful quality. And bands are always very, very desirable and collectible. Was this a particular favourite of your father's and of yours?
Yes, yes.
It was?
Yes.
This one is probably the most valuable of all these sets. I would say that this at auction would probably make in the region around £600 to £800. Possibly 1,000 if people got really carried away with it. And I think the collection as a whole, you're probably looking at around £900, £1,000 on the low end for the William Brittons, and about, as I say, 600 to 1,000 for the military band.
It's got £1 on the bottom of the
box. Has it? Has it? On this one here?
Yes.
That's pretty good return then, isn't it, after all these years? It's amazing.